What happens when a Hollywood legend gets pushed too far? What happens when a late-night host forgets about respect, and a 77-year-old icon decides he won't tolerate disrespect anymore? Tonight, we're diving into the explosive moment that made Sylvester Stallone walk out of Jimmy Kimmel's show live on air. Leaving Hollywood stunned. The evening started normally. Stallone arrived to promote his latest project, walking onto the stage in a sharp black suit as the audience cheered. But the tone shifted the moment he sat down. Instead of warmth, Kimmel opened with a jab about Stallone's age, questioning if he could still throw a punch. The audience laughed nervously. Sensing something was off, Stallone handled it gracefully, but Kimmel pushed harder. He mocked Stallone's career, calling his iconic characters just acting and suggesting he hadn't done real work in decades. The room fell silent. Stallone reminded him of his humble beginnings, sleeping in his car, fighting to star in Rocky, and building his career from nothing. But Kimmel didn't stop. He mocked Stallone's film roles, calling them simple and unskilled. That's when Stallone's demeanor changed. He leaned forward, his voice low and steady, telling Kimmel that belittling someone's life's work for cheap laughs wasn't comedy. It was disrespect. Kimmel tried to laugh it off, but he could feel control slipping away. Stallone called out the difference between playful jokes and tearing someone down. The air in the studio grew heavier as Kimmel pushed again, trying to keep the moment interesting. Then Kimmel crossed a line no one expected. He mocked Stallone's speech, the result of nerve damage from his birth. The audience gasped. The studio froze. It was cruel, personal, and completely out of bounds. Stallone stood his ground. He explained the truth behind his speech and how he turned a disability into strength. Then he told Kimmel exactly what he had become, a bully hiding behind jokes. Kimmel panicked. He apologized, begged, tried to shift the conversation, even suggested editing the moment out. But the show was live. Millions had already seen everything. Stallone didn't raise his voice. He didn't threaten. He simply spoke with the quiet confidence of someone who had survived much worse than a talk show insult. He reminded Kimmel that respect isn't optional. Mocking a disability isn't comedian's cruelty. As the host continued to desperately plead, Stallone began removing his microphone. Everyone realized he was leaving the show right then and there. Kimmel begged him to stay, even offering charity donations to fix the damage. But Stallone refused to let the moment be bought or rewritten before walking off. Stallone looked at the audience and delivered a powerful message. No one has to accept disrespect, not from a host, not from a boss, not from anyone. The crowd erupted in applause, supporting him completely. Stallone adjusted his jacket, thanked the audience, and walked off the stage with the same confidence he walked in with. Kimmel sat speechless, staring at the empty chair, realizing that his own choices had left him alone in the spotlight. And that's how a simple promotional interview turned into one of the most unforgettable moments in late-night television history.